stop being so pleased with yourself because you got pizza.
I am really pleased with myself still with the pizza. So,
Can we move all this junk out of the way?
well, yeah, but it was kind of the point was to do Warhammer, because 40k, 40k.
But now you fill the foreground.
It's on. So, good afternoon, everybody. Hello, people. Oh, I thought I turned that volume off.
You did not.
I made many mistakes. Anyway, hello, people. How are we all? Hope we're all good. 40k, I know, mad. So we've got Warhammer to build for 40k, which was suggested as a good idea. But we also have pizza because we haven't had dinner.
No. Well, I technically did, but it was very small.
So pizza is good. Stream's ended for us, but
I think I hit the pause button and the mute button at the same time. So I'm really skilled.
Oh, you did. Amazing. The fire engine is actually all right, amazingly.
It's filled with balloons now, but you'll learn about that later on.
So, we actually, for once, legitimately shot the 40k special. So that has been shot. We've done it.
It was after we hit 40k, but...
James, well,
they will send a cease and desist because we're diluting their brand or something.
We're not mentioning the name. We're just talking 40k for 40k.
And we're not doing a fan parody of it, so...
Oh, pizza. Oh, no, we're doing very well, thank you. What pizza is it? Many is the answer. Hello from the Netherlands.
God knows. You're not actually going to do any 40k, are you? You're just going to eat pizza
I'm
and
just going to
read
eat
chat.
pizza, yeah.
Well, I have some Sicarian Rust Stalkers, which I'm going to build. I think I've had these in plastic wrap for probably the best part of 18 months now, so some significant time. Yeah, but you're not going to finish that today. I thought, I'll bring something small, and then, we'll actually get it done.
I have many other pieces of metal to paint.
So what Laurie's actually done is Laurie's bought a project which is far, far too big and outside of his scope of things, and for some reason he thinks he can get it done in a 2-hour stream. So, business as usual here.
I might be able to build it.
Yeah.
Should have bought 40,000 fire engine instead. What, in models?
Well, as long as you paint it red.
So there is a bane blade. Oh, yeah, my table here. There's a bane blade. No, it's not. It's a shadow sword, which is being painted red. I painted one side of it, and that's all I've ever done.
Good. High skill individual here. Move those out of the way.
That's the pot. That's the plate for putting paint on. And also,
You don't use a wet palette.
I do, but it's at home. I got here and went, oh. Hey, Lawrie and Matt, my two favourite people. Oh, thank you very much.
Probably your one favourite person, him, but I'm sure I don't rate that highly up there.
We have a meat feast, meat and stuff, chicken and stuff. Chicken tandoori?
Thank you very much. The 40k special, which I'm sure you will enjoy, is Morgan didn't seem as distressed as I thought he would.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I wanted a little bit more distress from him.
Also, do you like our light bulb behind us?
Only mildly bodged. I doubt you can really read the P on the screen because that might not have been a proper one.
It's very us.
Would you like the text a little bit bigger? I
No,
know you don't have your glasses on, and see you're squinting at it over here.
That's right, I could have some binoculars. Oh, it's fine, I can read that, I'm fine.
No, it's fine, we can... There we go.
Oh god, that's very big.
It's very big, but now Lawrie can read it. Now Lawrie can actually speak to you all. There you go.
I feel, although it's a lot better, I also feel slightly offended.
You're going to feel more offended because I can't get rid of that now. Someone's getting a message removed. I apologise who you are because it literally won't let me get that away now.
Yeah. Oh, hi text.
I do computers, mate. There we go. There we go.
So, yes. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. There are going to be more live streams coming up in the future. We're planning to do it back monthly, and it will be most of the kind of... We might do a bit of this, it might be a bit of all, a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of the other, but mostly the stuff we've previously done for Little Loco is going to be coming up here, so I'll be doing model railway stuff live. I'm watching it going wrong.
And I probably won't be involved for that.
Mm.
Because I don't want to drive all the way out here again.
Yeah, that's there.
You do have to buy pizza if you want your own pizza, unfortunately, John. We unfortunately can't share. I've opened a box. What have you done so far, 40k wise?
I looked at a box.
Mm.
I've got glue here ready. And a chalk marker, which I'm not. Oh, I got you. So, yes, pizza. Oh. Hello to all of you wonderful people. Thank you for joining us. Hope everything is wonderful in your world and that you guys are all cool. Have you missed the live streams? It's been a bit of a while since we've done one. On the other hand, we have been rather busy.
This entire summer has been... well, we've got a lot of content coming up for you over the next couple of years because that's how much content we filmed this summer.
Yeah, if everything goes Pete Tom again and we go back into lockdown, we're okay.
We are safe now.
Pizza, it's good. There are lots of little bits there.
There are lots of little bits, and I wasn't quite expecting it to be quite this bad. Haven't got any Rust Stalkers before. I bought these ages ago when Infiltrators was still actually relevant and good, and their static core actually did something.
I don't know. I haven't played the new rules. I haven't played since the Adeptus Mechanicus came out.
Good.
MR2 news. There is news about the MR2. You'll see it later on the channel, but at the moment I am severely
peeved.
Less than happy with it.
Has been quite a lot of work done though. I will point out that it would have taken us significantly longer than it has done then.
Oh yeah. Any advice for first turns volunteer cleaner?
Listen to people.
Don't. If you're not doing something, ask something to do. Be busy. Show enthusiasm. Be enthusiastic. Say, what can I do to help? And if you're not doing anything, they say, there's nothing you can do. Go make a cup of tea for everybody. That's.
Or the superior drink coffee. But, you know, railway people don't seem to like that as much. So.
Bottom 48 news. None whatsoever.
There are things. There are things people don't know yet.
There's nothing we're certain about yet. Well, no, I have an actual update, then I'll come to you guys. We're working on it.
We've just been on field trips for it at the moment.
The Emergency Vehicles Museum in Sheffield. Oh. Woohoo! Thank you very much. Money.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You can. We can now afford to buy more plastic toys, apparently, or actually fix some of our many projects. Probably be a better use of the funds.
Steam Railway does run on tea.
How is the Jimny doing? The Jimny is actually doing particularly well at the moment. There was actually a lot of content which should have gone in the last What's Broken Now, but there was so much that it literally didn't all fit. So there's plenty more Jimny stuff coming up. And hopefully the body will be not on the frames very soon.
There's something that we've realised, that is, whatever Matt's actually working on, there is progress with.
Yeah.
The rest of us, no, not so much.
It's funny that. It's also quite funny in regards to our Lemons cars, isn't it? That we all bought something which need a little bit of work, but yeah. As I'm sure you've all seen with the Moggy now, it's not good. So someone here's been looking for a replacement for Lemons. So it has to be Punishment Mobile though.
The Moggy's bad. The Moggy is bad. So yeah, it's pretty bad. So yes, it might make the next Lemons, or the Lemons after that.
All the Lemons in 20 years.
How is the Dodge Fire Engine doing? There is an update on that.
Yes, there is actually, isn't there? It's filling up the shed at the moment.
Yeah, there is. It will be in the next What's Broken Now, but something has happened.
Yes, something actually very major, which is going to push that forward a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I realise I keep looking at the screen and talking to the screen, and that they're not actually on the screen, are they?
I should have set this up better, but...
Hold on.
No.
Let's set it up better then.
Oh, you're going to move it?
Yes, I'm going to move it. And then we can actually look at people when they're talking to us.
Do careful with the microphone, which is there.
Yes.
Oh, well, it's all moved now. Right, so we're in the right hand. So you can take my major on Lemons. Oh my god. I'd love to, but the others would kill me.
What
Sorry,
speed will
Lawrie.
that do?
Hmm?
What speed will that do?
10, I think.
But is it over a 1.4?
Yes.
Can't have it then. Sorry.
First rule of IT. First rule of anything. If it works, just leave it the hell alone.
Yep. Don't touch what ain't broken.
Nick! That's my brother in Canada.
We've been looking after him, sort of.
My brother's a genuinely cool person. Like, big respect to my brother.
We were imitating him the other day because I took you mountain climbing, didn't
We
I?
did.
Yeah.
We went up a mountain. There is progress, yes. Patrons might have seen so. Thank God there's only 2 of us. Can you imagine it?
There will be 4 of us in the actual 40k special video, which...
All 4 of us are there.
Will it be this Sunday or potentially next Thursday?
Monday.
Monday?
Mm.
Monday?
Mm.
We don't release videos on a Monday.
We do now. That's the new release schedule.
Oh, yeah, we did discuss that, didn't we?
So moving forward, there will be videos on Mondays and Thursdays. Hopefully, if we can keep this up. On Patreon, you'll get your videos on the weekend, either a Saturday or a Sunday. So that's something that's actually happening. So, yeah. And a super massive thank you guys for donations. It is very much appreciated and will go towards making something work in.
It does go a great long way towards us because, in case you don't know, YouTube doesn't actually pay anything. Well, triple figures is lucky normally, let's be honest. I'm being watched by a dog because he thinks I've got food in my hands and not small plastic figures.
You probably won't like that as much.
No.
Project R is moving on.
Project R?
Yeah, the one that hasn't turned up yet.
Which R? You've got lots of R's which haven't turned up yet.
The one we physically don't have. I can't tell you.
I don't know.
It's the thing. When you go into a heritage trail and do a review and draft, we have so many of those, it's unreal. It's just getting around to editing. There's a couple that are out with the railways at the moment to be approved, so...
Once they're approved, we can put them in the schedule.
Yes, I do remember you, Luke. I haven't even got the current rulebook. I have no idea how it works anymore.
I'm not dragging you through a game, so...
Does everyone know what happened to the Keris engines when the railway closed? I don't know where the Keris railway is. If you mean Chorus, then yes, we all know they went to Taglin.
And some of them are back there right now.
No, it's moved back.
Oh, is it gone back
Yeah,
to
it's
Stoke
back.
now? Oh, shows you what I know about railways.
Any advice for trying to be a fireman? Keep water in the boiler.
Make sure the fire doesn't go out. What kind of fireman? One kind of fireman, you need to make sure the fire goes out.
Yes, yes. Oh, the rules from 1994. Is that second edition? I think I've got that, or is that first? I honestly can't remember.
We all know 3rd and 4th was the golden age, and that's just simple.
I am petered.
I'm going to be very, very lucky to get a single Sicarian together today, is what I've realised. So, the amount of progress you're going to make, I am seriously afraid of.
I would imagine it's not going to be much.
Also, can't we look at chat as well?
The one at Conan's been for sale for ages. Like, ooh, 7¼ inch quarry Hummer. That's very nice. Project R is on the way with Project O Bugger.
I am genuinely confused by Project R.
The name I've given it begins with V.
Oh, that one! Right. I thought it was the Project R which lives right at the back of the shed, or the Project R which lives on your drive, or one of the many other Project Rs you seem to own at the moment.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Lawrie is a naughty man with lots of projects he doesn't like telling people about.
Garden railway plans. Nothing major. 5-inch gauge back 5, that's very nice. Have you heard about the visitor engine Tuttercliffe Railway today? Yes, yes. Yes, I know all about it. So I'm a volunteer at Chorus, so I hear these things.
And I hear them too. Whether I want to or not.
I have many things that I could build. I have a...
Maybe start with like one of the little grots on its shoulder and just call it at that.
Well, I was thinking maybe I'll just paint something here, like, oh, paint a Terminator, or this bloke looks like a good chap to build. A Space Marine banner holder without the banner.
Okay.
This is my like bag of extra bits. Or I could try building somebody from this bag of many things. What's my current daily? So, the patrons know about it, and the rest of you don't, and that's about as far as we go with that one. It's a car.
I'm actually surprised the patrons know about it, to be honest.
Yep. Almost has a flying license, that's cool.
I would love to get in the air. I have been considering paramotoring lately because I've realised there's actually no licenses for it at all.
I bought a new fire engine, the girlfriend likes it as well. That's cool. Everyone gives son head pats. Right. And there he is. Matt, of all Laurie's... Not all of my vehicles are
Yes, they are.
They're all projects, aren't they?
No, nothing of your vehicles you could actually say that is 100% finished and complete.
No.
Maybe the turbo when it returns.
Yeah, yeah, well,
The audio.
It'll be the closest. Maybe I'll paint an orc. I've never painted orcs before.
And yet, for some reason, you possessed a stomper.
Because it was awesome.
Right. Did that ever come out of its box?
Nope.
Right.
Nope. Never got that far. I have many, many bits of Warhammer to paint. John R., it will be one of the very early ones where we talked about the secret cars. Am I coming to Shotney on the 29th? Oh, that's the bike thing. We're not sure.
I really, really want to. I am desperate to go. Unfortunately...
We may be doing something else.
Yes. Actually, no, we're not now because we've moved it, haven't we?
Yes, no, we could do that. Yes,
We very well could do that.
Because he said he could sort us out tickets.
I,
Yes,
I
let's do
have
it.
things to bring as well, so
Oh, yeah,
I
we
can
could
ride
do
there.
stuff.
I can ride there.
Also, new codec, yes. So, anyway, change around and stuff. Goodbye. Thank you for joining us for a bit.
The Honda City Turbo is one of the greatest cars ever made. We actually saw a couple. We were at the Retro Rides Gathering recently. You might have seen like Hubnut's video on it or something. And there was
really good.
a couple of the Honda Jazz, which is what it was sold as over in the UK. And I do desperately want one with a motor combo as well.
It's really cool. No, Son is a moderator. He's not a hacker, despite what he thinks. There's a motorist cafe near me. I heard of it when my brother sent me a picture of the truck in it. Oh, is there really? Planted the Shotley. East Coast Retros, it's free. Yes?
Oh, East Coast Retros up there.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah.
So we said, are these Blood Angels? I'm just looking through stuff and working out what I've got.
Like you didn't even know what you brought today. You just brought just a tub filled with random things.
Yes, yeah. This is my extras box of extra stuff.
Has anyone noticed how his collection of things for Warhammer appear to be exactly the same as his collection of things for vehicles? In that most of them are half assembled, half painted.
I just like buying
without
models.
bases.
Look at him, isn't he? He cool. He's got a power move.
And they're also now filling up the entire table.
Yes.
Just like they do in the show.
Have you fired up the Rust and drove it since the starter? Is it still parked? It's been fired up a couple of times, but it's not actually done anything.
No, but the battery does charge now, which is
which I am pleased.
I can't believe that little cheapy solar panel is actually doing it.
No, neither can I. But I am not going to query it. I'm just going to be like, sure.
The headlight wipes did not have the same long-lasting effect as like an actual polish would, unfortunately. They're mostly clear and they still get through an MOT, but they're not like the crystal shining perfection they were.
They are very bright when you followed me here today.
That's just because I was very close to you, I think.
Oh, okay. Were they like on full beam the whole time?
Your current vehicle is not particularly quick in the corners, which is what I kept finding out. Is like I'm following on the straights, and he's slowed down right to that corner.
For the 40k special, I took Morgan. I collected Morgan for reasons, and it's a tech priest with a jetpack. And Morgan was not impressed. That's the. Do you actually have a fully working vehicle that you can take out and upgrade out? Yes.
Just about.
Have you been to Devil's Bridge? To the Devil's Bridge at the Vale of Rydal? Yes, we have. We have Autumn Guard at Sun Valley next week. Yes, yes, I am. Has the Ruston got new tyres? No, not yet. What wine bottle on the radio is usually in Candlewick? It says winemakers. Don't know. I don't drink wine. They're just bottles. The 106 is just sat there awaiting some love.
The 106 isn't actually that bad at the moment. It's just literally a case of it could go and get an MOT right now. Unfortunately, there's big plans for the 106 to turn it into a really, really good car, and we kind of don't want to half-arse it and push it into service, getting Raj to do it right.
It's got a good thing to do. It's come to plastic lights on a EP3 Civic Type R. Valorado. When are you replacing the tyres on the Ruston? Well, as soon as the plan that I've got comes together, and it either come together and it will work or it won't.
The problem is with just replacing tyres, which I think a couple of people have mentioned in the past, is that it's 5 figures, and that's about 3 figures more than we normally spend on things.
It's far too expensive for. I can't afford to actually replace the tyres. It's just I can't. It's silly money. I just can't afford it. So,
but there are workarounds.
There are workarounds. There are a couple of workarounds. There's a new workaround that's just come apparent as well.
Oh. Things I don't know about yet.
No, I haven't talked to you about it yet. So I've got to work out if I think I can make it happen.
Is that because I'll just sit here and go,
No, you'll actually probably go, that actually sounds like a good idea.
Can I sell one of your vehicles?
No. No, that's a terrible idea. Are you at GCR this weekend? No. How loud is the siren? Relatively loud. Hi from Colorado Springs in Colorado. Nice. 4 different makes of ditch finders, yes, but I might do Bluebell Railway's thing of steam, Giants of Steam, because I quite like that. And this is where I live it, so I had a really cool plan of jetpack marines for my army and never did it. Right, I'm actually going to build something, so.
Wow. Does that mean like you're going to stop talking and I'm going to have to do that? Because we wouldn't want that, would we? Because I'll tell the people what I really think.
I'm not going to paint something because my orc is both missing a leg and a head, so that's that good.
What were your plans? Were you just brought a box of things?
Well, that's my box of spare bits, and I thought, well, it'll be something. Yeah, Jupiter still works. Jupiter's fine. Anyone we can donate tyres to Ruston, maybe older or salvage tyres. The problem is they're a very difficult size. The best quote we got so far was 10.5 grand. Somebody else said they could probably do it a bit cheaper, more like the 7 figure, which is still a lot more. So we have plans to do stuff with it. So yeah, the tyres are, yes, there is no tyre left. Are you to disclose the pop-ups do work? Yes, the pop-ups do work. I'm actually going to paint this book. Why did I get mine?
What do you need a file? You said you were going to paint.
Yeah, but look at him. He's been disassembled with something.
What?
He's got big knobbles on him. I was going to file off the knobbles.
Use the hobby knife.
That's good. But then we can play the fun game of how many paints do I actually have to work. That's the other reason for not painting. I went through my paints and was like, oh my god, they're so dry. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel? I was part of another YouTube channel. We had very different tastes of what vehicles we want to show on the channel. I now have my own channel.
He was kicked out.
I was kicked out and presented with my own channel.
Here you are, you live here now.
Yes.
Never come near me again.
It's not too far from the truth, to be honest. And sat there going, oh, okay then.
And then for some reason we got roped in.
Yes.
And it's all devolved from there.
It's gone downhill ever since.
Yeah.
And then you guys came and started watching, so that's it. Building a Juliet. Oh. That's kind of a Juliet in 5" 3¼ Hello people, does Matt still have his ammo tool? Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah.
Gem forever, I will stab you.
What?
one of our moderators, who shall remain nameless, mentioned JM Forever.
Oh.
And it's not even the one you thought. I'm hurt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not the blue-haired wonder. Oh. So, yes.
Is there a plan to do Winter Seal LMM decals? Yes, there is actually. I keep toying with the idea of getting a vinyl cutter again because when I used to do bits of interior design, I actually used to do it as part of my job. So I am sorely tempted, but then I look at the prices of things and I'm not sorely tempted anymore.
Everything is very expensive.
Yes. Like, we could just get, like, some paid-in service, but we don't think it'd really be... It wouldn't really be what we wanted, I suppose. I have an issue.
What's your issue?
The straw plastic glue has... Thank you.
Yeah, it's...
Good old Games Workshop products. Oh, that's actually very bent.
Anyway, yes. Do you have the Ogo shout? Yeah, that will probably be the next live stream. Will probably be with Scold again, because it's got a new locomotive to try out on it. So that'll be exciting.
Joy.
Can I review the Y14? Yes, I'd love to. That's it. Electro or hydrogen power? Personally, hydrogen. Hydrogen is what I would have thought personally. I want a silhouette career naval. Would it silhouette what?
They are a little bit small. It's a vinyl cutter.
Oh,
I was looking for just like a normal old school plotter again, just because you can then do bigger stickers if you want, like on the side of a vehicle, say for lemons, for example.
which is a thing that's happening.
Yes, just about.
Maybe.
When you're getting your MOT?
Next week. My car works fine. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, it's telling me about all of those sheared bolts in it.
Yeah, it was bad. Got worse. I thought I knew what I was doing.
God, I hate that voice.
Most people hate this voice. I have to live with it. Do I have any blue? What's this? Ultramarine blue. That looks unlikely.
I don't have any glue, so I'm also not going. Hello there. I'm also not going much further at the moment.
Hello, people. What models? I'm
building some Sakarian Rust Stalkers, but
I was going to build I do kind of want to build the Stomper.
yes, but you're going to put like a foot together. I've been actually trying to do something this entire time, and I currently have 2 legs prepared, and I'm trying to glue them.
That's why I thought if I get some paint out, I might be able to actually paint something, and then I might feel like I'm a success.
You might just have to dip it in the tub at this rate. It's the only way it's going to go at an appreciable rate.
Mordian blue. Well, that would do as a base coat. Does the PTO on the pump? Just use PTO for the pump.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it's off the PTO.
That is a hidden helium canister. No, that's probably just my horrible nasally voice. Or, no, the mic appears to be
In the Mikey place.
in the micy place. I could rustle the crisps next to it, and then you'd really enjoy the audio experience.
We're thinking of you guys, you know.
Yeah.
That's all we ever think of is you guys and how to give you guys the best possible.
Viewing experience.
Yes. Congratulations on 40k thumb. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Will you visit Folks Electric Railway? Actually, yeah, I'd quite like to do that. They've got some interesting stuff.
Electric.
There's some interesting stuffs there.
There you go.
And I like interesting stuffs.
No, you like broken stuffs.
And interesting stuff. I'd like you to know that I've actually put paint onto a model.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, look. He's actually got blue paint. I haven't painted a Space Marine in like half a decade, maybe?
It's because you don't actually play or do anything 40k.
Not anymore, no, not really. It's something that I really used to really enjoy, and I still really love the lore, but I just... Such a time intensive hobby, and this YouTube thing has rather taken up any of the free time that I ever once had.
There's the excuses again.
It is an excuse.
Oh, YouTube. Oh, where is me? I don't have any food on. I don't.
Can you fire up the... I would love to do the Terrier. I was talking to the guys about doing some stuff with the Terrier, but that's all gone very quiet, sadly. because I was hoping to do the terrier. I would love to do a terrier. I do like terriers. Terriers are cool.
Oh, why did I not bring my Mr. Hobby? Why did I bring horrible Games Workshop products instead?
Why don't you use my one?
I might need to at this rate. This is
Will you reveal? Well, we would love to do some armour.
I want to own armor, and I still repeatedly send things to Lawrie. I have enough to buy a Panhard EBR, which is currently on sale, but it is not in running condition, and I don't fancy the challenge.
If it was in running condition, I would be fully on board in getting it.
Yeah, but
It is
no,
not.
I decided on a no on the Panhard.
Yes, I do. Assuming that's the Spitfire Engine Day that I took dupes to, yes, I remember it. If it wasn't the one I took it to, then no, I don't remember it.
He doesn't remember.
I remember the one I took dupes to because it broke down on the way home.
Oh, Dupes actually got there.
Yeah, no, dupes did a great day. Did rides, it was there, had a really good day, represented itself really well, and then died on the fuel pump on the way home. Very embarrassing.
It got there.
It did, yeah. Will you review of Panzer IV tank? I find that possibly unlikely. We'd like to.
Are unfortunately rather than on the ground, and the only one I know which is in actually I know two are in running condition, and one is probably slightly easier to get to than the other, but not Bovingtons unfortunately because they don't they're not down for that sort of thing sadly.
Not down with the I was going to go down with the sickness, and I don't know why.
No, I don't know either.
But there we go. Right, to proof of it, I have painted a leg.
Wow, let's have a look. Thinyo paints.
Pardon?
Thinyo paints.
It's the undercoat is very thick on this. This is just one of the many Space Marines I acquired over the years. I quite like it. It's therapeutic painting. It's just don't get enough time to ever.
I didn't really want to paint on stream because I find it's very much a me time activity.
Yes, well, I was going to build the tank and then the thingy stomper, and then realised what a terrible idea that would be.
Yes.
So Challenger 2 versus Mark 1 Abrams, who would win?
Charlie 2. Well, I suppose it depends on what revision they each are. If they're of a similar era, then I'd probably give the edge to the Challenger just about. Favourite Top Gear special?
Botswana with Oliver. Always Oliver.
Botswana's very good.
I think that's actually peak Top Gear.
Vietnam special.
That was pretty good.
Because Jeremy Clark's on a bike is just hilarious, and then I love the MacGyvering of the boats at the end.
The Botswana just felt quite genuine. I know it wasn't because I've seen the behind the scenes, and it's just very upsetting how non-genuine it is. But Botswana, I think, is peak.
I'm surprised you didn't go for the tracking one.
It's too.
Oh, that's actually another good one. The Amazon one where they drove 4x4s across the rainforest.
That's actually a very good one. Yeah,
across the Andes. That's very good.
Going back to the question of the Rosebud kits, they're okay. I've got a City of Truro. It's all right. Just seen the quality 40k light board. It's pretty good, isn't it?
Mm.
Yes, I'm in Ipswich at the moment. This is where I live. It's in this town.
It is horrible driving through the town.
Oh.
It feels like I'm in a giant city. It's awful.
I had to do a drive down to London the other day. I had a job to go do some deliveries, and I remember how much I hated it.
Yeah.
And I used to go to London a lot when I was doing lorry driving, and I thought it was awful. Will you like to make an amphibious car?
Yes.
Yes, we would.
There is actually a fantastic kit available for Jimneys, but it's not going on my one, sadly. I can't remember what it's called, that Jimny kit now. I swear I sent you pictures of
The
it at
floaty
some point.
chimney kit.
Yeah, very cool.
Old Top Gear versus Grand Tour.
Old Top Gear. Yeah.
I am not a fan of the Grand Tour. It's who's going to Tank Fest? We keep talking about it.
I desperately want to go, however, it's been one of those annoying things where every single year, I've not been for the past 3 years. It used to be a yearly occurrence for me. And thank you very much for the £5.
Oh, thank you very much. Thoroughly enjoyed the 08. Many a Lawrie hand. Ah, you're yes. I was thought to be a suspicious person. I was like planning a raid, possibly.
Favourite 40k novel?
I really like Commissar Kane.
It'd be something from the Eisenhorn series for me, for Dan Abnett. But
Titanicus was a huge letdown for me. I really lost a lot of respect for Dan Abnett with that.
Yes, it's because he was told to write it at gunpoint.
It's just not a good book.
Dan Abnett is fine once you give him like something he actually wants to do. If you put him in the Horus Heresy, no. Who is in the mirror? No. That's a window, I think.
Me? I'm in the end mirror? Oh god. Paint. Shouldn't... no, I don't think everything will be electric in the future. I don't think it's actually going to be the way things are going.
I think it will be.
No, I don't.
I don't think it'll be as soon as anyone thinks it will be, but it will be eventually.
Rubbish. I say now.
Yes, we are having fun. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Lynx. If it snows us when we hand crank Humpty, I will, but we figured out how to start it now, so it will just go chug, 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 and off it will go.
No, it won't.
Yes, she will.
You'll be broken on the floor about 6 times, and then it'll go chug, 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 and off it'll go.
She starts first time every time now.
Oh, yeah. Everything runs.
Do you like the E2 tanks? What do you think of them? They're not that good, basically.
I was really, really confused. I haven't heard of an E2 tank, and I
it's-
realised,
It's the basis for a certain blue tank engine, but they were generally regarded as a poor design that didn't actually do
Yes,
what it
I know what it is now. Now my brain's thought. But as we were talking about Tank Fest briefly ago, I was brain.
Suspicious driving his mouth car too, yes. Did enjoy it. Good day, good day. That was fun. Some steam engines were converted to electricity. There was Italy. They gave stuff an overhead to keep itself running, but it's not very efficient and it doesn't really work. I think it was more to keep them ticking over rather than to actually run them. Don't think it was the fact that it wasn't kept electricity. Oh, cheers, thanks.
Oh, thank you very much.
Have you thought about your best 5 tanks, as in tanks or steam train tanks?
Tanks. Armour.
Virgin or IQ2 versus Chad. Okay. So a 900 Hornby Blackfires with DCC sound. Yes, I would. I mean, very impressive, but yes, definitely a Madman. Of course, they are expensive. No, I will not be at Keithley and Worth Valley's mixed traffic gala this weekend. I am meant to be elsewhere. Meant to be.
There are other shows on this weekend. Are you going to announce where you are? You might as well.
Oh, I'm meant to be at Statford Barn on Saturday.
Indeed, for Road Rail Now.
Hopefully with some vehicles, so do come along and say hi if you're in the area. Although my transport has just evaporated, so what I'm getting is going to be interesting.
Yep.
Hopefully I'll be able to arrange something, but hopefully we're going to be bringing Humpty. The plan was Humpty, Atlas and the 106. Whether it
Might just be Humpty and Atlas now.
Yes, it might be. The 106 might get forgotten about. But I don't know, I haven't really got that far.
I haven't done 30k, but I do really, really like the models.
Some of them are gorgeous.
A couple of the Mechanicus units. I actually own the... I can't remember what it is. I still have it half built because I bought it from Forge World and it was not in great condition, but the big land crawler thing for the Mechanicus.
Oh,
I can't remember the name off the top of my head.
No, I don't know.
I've had it for 2 years, but I opened the box and all the parts were warped to hell and it just completely crushed my enthusiasm. So I spent ages straightening them out and never got any further.
I'm very much enjoying painting this first generation Space Marine. Well, not first generation, but
Yeah,
you know.
very, very far away from first generation Space Marines. You're not painting epic 40k there, my friend.
No, but you know what I mean. He is one of the. That's like third edition standard bloke, second edition standard bloke.
Yeah, it's an early one.
Are you going anywhere 18th to 19th September? Probably. What's your favourite airplane? Because I'm taking lessons at Cessna 150. I like the Hurricane.
Hurricane is a good plane.
Maybe I'll have to pick you up next week and ride around the back of my van to the weekend. Okay. Hope on the Burton bottle. Oh, okay, cool, Jack B. We'll see you then. Helgen, really? Helgen? What? I missed that. Typhoon. The Typhoon.
Typhoon also very cool.
You play Krieg. Well, that's always expensive. To be able to get your units out of 40 World. There's lots of nice stuff on 40 World. It's lots of 40 World bits. That's about as far as it goes because it's all poxy expensive.
And you don't do anything with it anyway.
No, I used to do a lot with it. I just don't do it anymore. It's just because it takes so much time to paint. And then also my big problem is like the fact that I've now not painted, so this guy won't fit with my other guys because I'm going to paint him in a different way.
Yes.
So it will look different.
One would have thought you would have had a plan a bit less dependent then. That said, this is your box of random bits, isn't
This
it?
is about some bits. This is a bloke who's getting a blue paint job to become an ultramarine for some reason. So he can join my list of ultramarines.
I'm planning to move to England and volunteer the Fezzer. Cool.
Cool, yeah, Fez is good. Oh, the Dragon Rapide is very pretty. I see your 37 are actually 2 Ginties of Pannier. Who's that in the window? Matt, I think.
Don't know.
Which railway should I go to 18th and 19th? I don't even know what the 18th and 19th is.
Not next week.
How come the resolution quality is flaky? I have no idea.
If it's anything like what we're seeing right now, then yes, that is quite bad, and presumably the internet has just gone and
I assume the internet.
checked the proverbial.
Yes. Whoa! Wow, that has gone very bad.
Oh,
Oh.
yes, we are getting very potato there, aren't we?
What is internet? Well, I let me just poke it and see.
Is it on 4G and not on Wi-Fi?
It should be. Yeah, to make sure. It should be on Wi-Fi. Whoop! Hello, camera.
Oh, it got worse when you touched it. That's impressive.
It's on the Wi-Fi, so. If it's dead and it's rubbish, then I can only apologise. It is the internet, I'm afraid.
The internet in the UK is not particularly good.
It's also very variable. It'll be fine 1 minute and then suddenly not be fine. And currently we appear to be having a not so fine moment.
I wonder if we could get 2 of my motorbikes to the Cobdog show.
Potentially.
Well, we have demonstrated that one of them will fit in the back of an estate.
Yeah, yes, we can transport them. So yes. Yes, this quality is abysmal, I'll give you that. And I don't really know what we can fix with it.
What I can do if I...
I don't really know. It won't be this. If people have seen it blurry, it'll be the device not being able to... the internet speed, won't it?
Yeah... Try racking it on 4G.
I can try 4G. I mean, it will probably kill it.
It might be better than what it is.
I'll try 4G.
Oh, God.
Okay, Google. Stop.
No, we've not dropped yet.
Don't know. I disconnected from the Wi-Fi, reconnected to the Wi-Fi.
Oh, we're mildly connected again.
Right. That's as good as the internet is at the moment.
Yeah.
I've turned it on again. That's all I know how to do. I've attempted to fix it. Anything else is a bit beyond me, really.
Oh, sorry. Unless you're going to pay my call-out fees.
How much will your call-out fees? Is it more than £10?
More than you can afford. If you can't afford your rust and wheels, you can't afford my call-out fees.
God, how much that would be decent call-out fees. How much do you charge? £10.5 call-out fee? Yep.
Yeah, that'll do.
That will work. I can work with that.
I'll get you good internet for £10.5.
I would have rather hoped that you do. Oh, thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
very much.
So, I do apologise. The quality is a potato. This is absolutely.
It was fine, which is what's more.
Yes, it has suddenly become awful. But it does make it a bit of a challenge for us to actually.
Well, I was pretty sure you couldn't see these tiny grey plastic pieces anyway, but I don't think this situation's gotten any better
No.
because of it, has it?
What do you think the future of steam locomotives is? Well, as long as there's people around who want them to work, they'll go. It's a huge industry. So, and multi-million pounds around it. So I would have thought that they'll just kind of keep on going, really.
At the end of the day, someone's always going to be digging black stuff out of the ground somewhere in the world.
Yeah, and there's plenty of other things you can run them on realistically, if you really want to. So I think heritage.
Well, they're all electric, you know.
Yeah,
The steam's just for show.
Yeah, it's just electric motors in there. Somebody came up to me the other day at one of the railways I'm part of. Went, so are these really steam? And I went, nah, mate, it's just electric motor. And he went, oh, I thought so, and walked off. And I was like, no, come back, no. Can you fire up I would like to do a Rodney Hyde into Church. They have interesting little working little engines hard is quite good fun.
That's why you spend so much time in Wales, isn't it?
I like Wales. Wales has lots of nice little engines. Steam and jet, yeah, the stream is just awful. If you're kind of like stand a really long way away from your monitor, it will look fine. Like probably next door, it'll be okay.
It's probably going to get better. It might even just be YouTube. We don't know. As it was just as bad on 4G as well. It's kind of a bit of a.
I just don't. I've got no idea. I have no idea what's. Well, the weird thing is just normally like if we start getting to this quality, the audio starts dropping as well. But you know, let's just pretend. Just pretend it's the early days of the internet, everybody.
Yeah. This is what you expect. We're back in the early 2000s. This is all the quality you get.
You're vaguely aware there's a person there that you're talking to. I'm vaguely aware there's people there. And that's it. So, you need to get your memo on. Yeah, we will do live steam for live stream.
You actually have some new toys for live stream.
Yes, we do.
Stream,
We do actually. We've been sent something, so that'll be popping up in the not too distant future as a little steam engine.
Someone sent Lawrie a toy.
I'm painting a Space Marine because I was going to build a stomper and then realised that we've basically been going for an hour and we've done nothing. AOL in the 90s. Oh, you wound me, sir. You wound me.
What?
They said the internet's more like having AOL in the 90s.
We're not paying by the minute, so it's fine.
But it is pretty poor. Yes. There's a storm going on in England. There's no storm here.
No, it's actually very lovely weather today.
It's quite pleasantly warm.
But it is East Anglia, so it's just kind of, we never really get bad weather, do we?
No, I mean, I've been quite disappointed about the lack of storms, actually.
Well, we've still got autumn to go. You know.
Yeah, but normally during summer you get a couple of really good storms at night.
We did have a few.
Have we?
A few big thunderstorms, yeah.
Have we?
Yeah.
Don't even remember them, to be honest. I like it when you stay awake at night listening to it rumble in the distance. I don't remember having any of those this year. He's going blue. He's blue. Oh, I can't even sing that. Because YouTube will be like, hey, you're doing songs.
I'm trying my best not to look at what you're doing because I fear it would scar me emotionally.
I'm painting.
That's what they call it these days, is it? You know, like modern art.
But today I'm doing a modern art Space Marine. Yeah, that's.
It's probably using a brush. You'd always use your fingers, don't you?
Finger paint. Overnight to download an MP3 track and cut it out halfway. Yeah, that's basically where we are with this.
LimeWire, yes.
I remember LimeWire. The fun game of have I downloaded what I wanted or is it a virus? Good old LimeWire. I miss it so much.
No, you don't. It was awful.
Yeah, that's very true.
It was an atrocious blight, that horrible piece of software.
Oh, that it was, but yeah, the idea was good. Sharing software in Budars and I've realised this paint is not very well mixed because I've just got another dollop of it, and it's now a totally different shade of colour than it was when I put the first coat on.
You shouldn't really measure paint in dollops. If you're measuring it in dollops, something's gone very wrong.
I put a dollop on here.
I don't want to look too close. I genuinely don't.
Don't, because the undercoat on this one's awful. So this guy was undercoated by dunking him in paint.
I've spent, like, at home, my current painting project is an Ology Dune Crawler, and I've probably spent like 20 hours on it so far. I've spent an inordinate amount of time, but it is looking good at long last.
I normally would spend like a day on a figure, and that would do me.
How much do we have to pay for you to sing for us?
An awful lot.
Yeah. And will you do another Lego build?
I mean, we'd like to. It'd probably do it as a Patreon thing because I really enjoyed it, but the video nobody watched it. Like, you are possibly the only person who watched it.
Yes.
And most of the people watching this are probably like, what now?
And unsurprisingly, buying 3 or 4 kits of Lego does actually cost a fair amount of money, so we have to make sure they're the smaller kits normally.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. I mean, I'd quite happy to do it again.
It was good fun. And I won, so it made it even better.
Yeah, I missed out a step of the instructions. That was a problem. So yeah, no, we'd definitely do it again. Just
I would like to do the Top Gear, well, not Top Gear, the Drive Tribe style one though.
oh, what were they? Were drinking?
Yes, I think you'd forbid that, wouldn't you?
Wouldn't really work very well for me, would it?
No.
Do you have phones without wires attached to the base? What a wireless technology! Like voice on the wireless, it comes through the air. No.
There is actually wires hanging out of your phone right now.
Well, it's got the mic out. But it's wireless in regards to connecting to the interwebs, isn't it?
Yeah.
It has the microphone plugged in and it has power plugged in because otherwise it would just...
And that thing which you use to dial it because you can't work out the screen. Yeah.
I'm just not even going to dignify that with a response. Because that was just basically bullying.
Bullying?
Yeah.
Bullying?
Yeah.
You want to throw that at me? Okay.
Please don't think about it too much.
Yeah. I'll remember that next time I'm hiking up the side of a hill to get that one shot you really want for your video. You really want that one shot up there.
Did look nice.
Just happens to be half a mile up the hill, but no, you really need it.
Did look nice though.
Yeah.
See? From an artistic point of view, I know what I want.
I get lots of exercise. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm just thinking of you, mate. I'm just looking up at you.
A Brussels sprout is running this. I think the Brussels sprout will be doing a better job.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
It is pretty. It is.
Yes, 2 cups and a string. That is the connection right now. Yep.
It is the single worst connection I think I've ever tried to do anything with. What's worse is I tried this before and was like, we're doing testing this. This all works. The next...
Well, it started off fine.
Yeah, it has.
The first 10 minutes of the stream were perfect. Wow, I'd say perfect, but I was involved, so probably less than perfect.
But yeah, it was working fine, wasn't it? Like there were
Yeah.
witnesses. It's the favourite Star Wars film. Ooh.
None of them. I hate Star Wars.
Do you?
No, not really.
I really used to like Episode 5,
Yes, I'd actually say that's probably my favourite episode 5.
but the new films have actually killed Star Wars for me.
Yeah.
And I've gone from being a massive Star Wars fanboy to, yeah.
It's because someone tried to cash in.
I mean, Lucas had already really tried to cash in, hadn't he, on his
Yes.
thing? But I mean, Disney just did it to a whole new degree of, hey, we're going to do 3 films, yeah? Are we going to make a plot that actually ties them together? Nah, let's make it up as we go along.
Do you prefer Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Neither. All cape shite.
You're not a fan?
Nah. The MCU used to be good, and then it has very rapidly got very, very, very bad.
Really?
Yes.
I'd always take Marvel over DC though. Apart from Batman. Batman's cool.
I think at least the Dark Knight trilogy, I think, was a better set of movies.
I'm talking about. Are we talking about? Oh, thank you very much.
Very much.
Any more Lawrie Goes Little Loco coming up? Yes, there is more Lawrie Goes Little Loco coming up. Star Trek or Deep Space?
Don't make decide.
don't think I've ever seen Deep Space. Are you excited to see the new Ghostbuster movie? No.
It's like asking me whether I want typhoid or tuberculosis. Typhoid, incidentally.
Yes, I would like to drive a Terrier given the choice, thank you. Maybe the neighbour has piggybacked onto the internet. We don't really know. All we know is he don't want no more.
We don't think it's actually here. There's not actually really anything else chewing up the internet. So
No, there's nothing else on. So.
the new Nissan Z.
Oh yes, he's cool.
Very much like it. I know it's a 350Z underneath, and I don't like the 350Z.
It is a bulbous.
But it looks good, and that's the reason I don't like the 350Z, because I don't like how it looks. But the 400Z, or the Z, or whatever they're going to call it, perfect. Gorgeous looking car. Very, very, very pleasant return to good design.
Yes. No, I agree. It's like sat there going, oh. Yes, I've heard of the anime called Galaxy Railways. That's about all I know about it. Matt, you know anime?
No. Yes, but what's the other word involved in it?
Galaxy, and you like stars.
Yeah. What about the other one?
The railway one.
Yeah.
Do you like railways?
I like some railways.
Shall I break Lawrie? Go for it. The 400Z looks really nice. Yeah, it does. It looks a very cool car. With excited to see it. It's a real nice return to.
You can take this question. You can take this question. Go on, answer it. Honestly.
The Duke.
Honestly, answer it.
We all hate it.
We
We all absolutely despise it.
I've said my piece on it. I don't completely hate it.
Oh no, yeah, it's true. We're not a fan. I think it's the basic. Do you want to explain?
Lawrie has repeatedly called it the worst car on the UK roads.
Yeah, with Qashqai being high up in there as well. I'm sorry. It's just
Bad news, the new Nissan 400Z is probably banned from Britain due to EU emissions. Yes, we know, because we don't get nice things anymore, sadly.
nope. It's all right.
But grey market will import them perfectly happily, so I'm happy with that. Does Matt like steam locomotives? I appreciate steam locomotives.
That's a very I think that's about the fairest thing you can say. But
I think mechanically they're wonderful creations, and I love the technology involved, and I just think the way they work is fascinating. But they don't do anything for me in a very weird kind of way. I couldn't ever call myself an enthusiast. I find it very bizarre.
can you make it black and white for the full 50s effect? Yeah. Oh, we can literally stop and try and start again.
We did that.
No, yeah, we did, but did it not fix it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what we can do. I'm painting. Dear, oh dear. What are your thoughts on the New South? Oh, 3801 is a gorgeous thing, isn't it? Seeing it work at speed, it looks fantastic. Big green engine. For you, Matt. Big engine. I'd love to do something with it eventually, because it's just very, very cool. This yellow paint, isn't
Where
it?
am I going to have to go to actually do something with it?
Australia.
Not interested.
Not interested in visiting Oz?
I am interested in visiting Oz. I'm not interested in visiting Oz for a single locomotive and then coming home.
Oh no, I somewhat imagine we would do more than just a single locomotive in Osland.
No, a single locomotive in Osland, and then we do other things. That's all you're allowed. That's all you're allowed on any international trip now is a locomotive.
Oh, I've got bad news for you.
I don't.
NZ, yeah, we've got plans. We have got plans for NZ.
I really want to go to New Zealand. Desperately want to go to.
We have many plans for NZ. Actually, thinking about it.
Hmm.
So yes, that's something that should be coming up in the future, hopefully.
When we save up our pocket change.
Pocket change and get a couple more pocketfuls. What's going on here? We're painting Warhammer, or making Warhammer, celebrating 40k subs. We're doing some 40k. But the internet has just decided that it doesn't want that, so soz. Yes, I just said soz.
No, I'm very disappointed in you.
That makes a change. Why step away from the normal? Painting Warhammer is fiddly.
I just think building's a lot more fiddly than painting. I'm painting like fairly. No. You're less likely to ruin something immediately on painting, which you can't actually
you just paint it over. If you
yeah.
build something badly, yeah, I give you that. We give you that. I'm with you. From Japan. How is there a dislike? Because there always is.
And also because our quality is terrible, I don't blame anyone for disliking.
To be fair, I would just end this now. I'd just shoot ourselves.
I want to build a single rust stalker before we finish. So I'm going to build my princeps, and then that will be that.
So yes, and going back to it, we just don't know. You have if you had a magic of 40 Theatricals only appear, unfortunately, guys, it might be a bit too late for that.
Yep.
We are already stonking.
Cruised past that number.
Yeah, that is well done. We are sorted because we have, to quote a good friend of mine, a serious problem. I want to point out that this is each person is 1 pixel. Yeah, it's. To be fair, it's awful. Absolutely awful. I apologise for the quality.
Yeah, he lives on the laptop.
I can only apologise and say that we will be phoning up the internet provider and asking them what the hell, and then do they know who we are?
No, apparently.
Yeah, they'll be like, no. Oh, what, do you want to use your internet for business use? Well, that's an upgrade. No, it's just personal, don't worry about it. We do apologise, guys. Like,
I hate this glue. All games work for product.
Blackpool's fishy written. Oh, what, the tramway? That's interesting.
Huh?
They had we reviewed Japan National Railways C10 class. I would love to. I think the chances of that happening at the moment are quite low, but I'd love to. Like to go to Japan. 1 gig. Oh yes, we'll come to yours next time. Do the stream. Because I think anything is better than what we've got at the moment with its mega an hour. What's supposed to be we're actually getting?
Bad.
Some. I'm amazed it's continued at this quality. The funny thing is Matt keeps coming into focus and Lawrie, what? So we keep clearing. No, phone isn't in the case. Yes, I imagine it is. This again, the internet started off being acceptable and now it has come into the level of being highly non-acceptable. Well, we didn't touch it. We don't know what we've done or haven't done.
I know what Laurie's done.
It's basically ASMR back now, apparently.
It's the long-awaited podcast.
Yeah, it's basically, guys, imagine this is a podcast. That's podcast with a sneaky webcam camera.
Which looks like you're like
a potato.
spying on someone.
Yeah, you're spying on the podcast. There you go, guys. Does that make it all better? Do you feel a bit more kind of cool and like it's all got a purpose?
This model's a terrible design. I just want to say that right now.
I sneezed. The internet being around for Spud, but we're still here, which is quite. When should you like to see visiting the MSLR? Oh. I'd like to see something like Sir Berkeley. I think that'd be really cool. Thank you.
Burke.
Apparently it's like Lawrie and Matt sharing a shower in Sims 1.
Probably not far wrong on the quality, to be honest.
Yep, it's going well. It's going really well. I forgot how much, I can't see what I'm doing. Oh god. I'm using the detail brush for bits I shouldn't. No, not detail, standard brush for stuff that should be doing in detail.
This is a crap design.
Are you enjoying it?
No! This is actually a terrible piece of design from Games Workshop. Who would have thunk it?
Surely not. What's wrong with it?
You have to put the front on first, and then you put the back on, but they don't actually.
Oh. I'll tell you the worst piece of design
There's a horrific gap.
was the Vindicator they did for the Space Marines. It had metal bits on which didn't fit the sides. So
Yeah, the old school Vindicator.
yeah,
that
so you
was
had to
not
put
good.
green stuff down or muck around with the model to make it actually go together in the right way.
Yeah, it's the same as the old school Demolisher as well. I think that is actually going to need green stuff to seal that up because that is an awful gap, and I will sooner go to town on my risks with my hobby knife than try and paint over that. Oh,
We've achieved a lot this evening.
I have.
I've painted a guy. He's like,
You've applied paint to something.
ouch. You wound me, Brutus.
What happened to wonky chair sidings, the layout you made in that stream?
The wonky chair sidings. Oh, there is a video in the works of updating it, but we've been so busy recently that I haven't actually finished it. That's the truth, guys. Like, since lockdown finished, we have been so busy filming stuff. We have been absolutely everywhere. And,
And we're going away this weekend again.
yeah, potentially we're off filming 3 separate videos this weekend.
Yep. Which is not that we don't enjoy it, but also it's a lot of work.
It's a silly amount of work. We're enjoying it, but it's taking its toll. I think it's the simplest and nicest way to put it, isn't it? It's
Oh.
we're very tiring. Have you built in? No. I thought you built in with that was kind of a satisfying throwdown of tools.
No, head backpack and swords and then done.
I dropped my paintbrush.
I don't see myself getting much more done today. But
Is that a D12 in the background? Yes, it is. I can see the wonderful detail of your model painting. Yes, so it's something. Oh, did it? It synced and then it worked and then it stopped worked. Did your new pillars? No, they did not.
he was very upset.
I was greatly unimpressed. I think is the nicest way to put that. Unimpressed. Ooh, what's that?
They did get launched halfway across the shed.
Yeah, it was disappointing. I think it's one way of putting it. The nice way of putting it was.
Well, apoplectic was probably the other word I could use to describe you at the time.
Are you going to America? Yes, we're planning to do the USA next year.
It was going to be last year, and then it was going to be this year. Now it's going to be next year.
Can you please put the stream out of its misery and stop and start it? We did do it, and it didn't do anything.
Yes. We could try again.
Yeah, fine. I can kill it.
We'll try again for you, but we have done this before, so...
Right. Okay, well, on my phone, you look fine.
No, do I? Yeah, of course I will on the phone, won't I? Because that's not actually going out anywhere, is it? That's just local. No, we should be back soon. Oh no, East Anglia has been switched off.
Right. Does that look any better?
Well, I don't know yet, but it might do in a little bit.
Right,
It's back, it's fixed. Oh. 5 pixels.
Well, it's better than 1.
Yeah, it's better than the single pixel we had before. No. It looks... No, yeah, it's getting worse again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just awful.
Thank you very much.
Coffee. Oh, yeah, I just. I've got no idea.
We think it might potentially be the pixel getting too warm, so we have unplugged it from charging as well. But
no idea. Absolutely no idea. It's just awful. It is.
much like everything we do, let's be honest. Why are we even using a phone for this?
Because for every other stream, it's worked quite well.
I don't know why you don't use one of the old fees. You plugged them in as a webcam.
But I don't have a computer to do it with.
What we were looking at.
It's running Windows 7.
Um,
It's running Windows 7 and it's struggling just to play the video, let alone anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll put that into a glass of water. Yeah, I think that will help.
mm-hmm. Or a glass of coffee.
That's hot, that won't help. I could try dropping the... I don't know if I can even control this.
No, I don't think you can actually control the quality on the YouTube app. It's a little bit basic.
Mm-hmm. Pressing all the buttons. No, that's literally... There is no options for any kind of control whatsoever. It's not even that warm.
It's not that bad at the moment. What are you looking for? Ice cubes? Bag of frozen peas? Laurie's just left me here, by the way, guys. He's just wandering around the house. Oh, funny food. He likes to pretend that he actually went off to go and like try and fix the stream for you guys, but he's just located more pizza. That might be too much noise.
I was trying to shoot it from beneath.
I don't think that's going to work as a long-term solution. Yeah. Oh.
What's hilarious is the quality is returned.
You're not getting any strange wind noise, are you guys?
The quality is actually...
Was just heating up.
I just...
Good phone. Good phone. To be honest, now it's not charging, it probably will not generate nearly as much heat.
What I was actually going to do was I wanted another drink.
Oh, don't have to get me one, it's fine.
Do you want one?
Nah, it's fine. Nah, don't worry about it.
My God, there's actually quality.
I know.
I don't believe that worked.
Overheating.
The only thing I have noticed is what I'm watching,
Yeah.
I've just disappeared.
Yeah, it'll be a bit delayed.
Best first one, 106.
Best first card, no. No, it's not
106.
Starlet.
No.
Or a micro. Yeah, micro. Micro's a much better first.
Micro's fun, invincible.
Can't go wrong with a micro.
Well, you can buy one. Yeah, I went there.
You dignify you for a reason, mate.
No, we got a fan. The fan is now behind the phone.
Yep, and that has fixed the issue.
So we're now back. We apologise to whoever provides this for damaging their good name. I've got a clue. I have no idea.
You coming up?
No, he is not.
Being harassed by a dog. Oh yeah. Yes, he is. No, I'm not building Sicarians anymore, apparently.
No, I see you have given up with that.
You getting down? Yes? No? No. Good. Are you going to have any content on minimum gauge rails at 7.25 inch gauge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Let's move the sharpen. Oh, I might actually be able to actually continue at this rate. I like how I've just been designated as bed.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. It works.
Good.
Has the Morris been scrapped? No, the Morris is fine. There's no problems. It's totally fine. Got no issues. It's healthy. It's meant to be like that.
What are your honest opinions on the Morris, guys? Because it is generally... We saw a lot of people in the comments being like, it's too far gone, get rid of it. What is the general consensus here? It's fine, a lot of weight reduction, disintegrated, scrap it, parts car, scrap it, rest in pieces. The thing with the Moggy is that generally the car is good apart from the floor, which I know is the case for a lot of them.
Yeah, and other bits.
Well, the suspension mount
And there are other bits.
and the chassis.
Chassis okay. Chassis okay.
Apart from all those bits which have been wired back together, there's about 6 pieces on top of each other.
I actually think they're okay. The patch's not too bad on it.
Put the body on the SJ chassis. Now that is a good idea. You can find spare SJ chassis kicking about.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Would it pass an MOT?
No.
No. No.
God, no.
Oh.
I don't think it would kick to MOT.
I think you'd roll it off the trailer, the MOT session would just laugh and then just tell you to roll it back on.
Yeah, they would just go, no. What's your opinion on the 107? Oh. You think that sums up our opinion on the 107?
Have no opinions on French shop. Does not deserve opinions. Does
Yeah.
not deserve a second glance.
Yeah.
Let alone looking at it for long enough to think about what it looks like.
It does need an MOT.
Maybe an opportunity for a video idea for Lawrie goes like a little bit. There's a place village in Cheshire called Hansford Miniature Railway.
Fair enough, I will have a look. Triumph versus MG. I'm an MG fanboy.
Triumph.
Oh, thank you very much, Liam.
Oh, thank you very much. And hopefully Lemons 2020 will be coming up soon, and not in 2021.
Yeah, we've...
He just needs to fix the Moggy in 2 weeks, is it?
Yep, it's fine.
2 weeks to fix the Moggy, right?
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
Right.
No.
How long is it taking you through red grease welding?
Oh, it's almost done.
Almost done, right. It's a lot further forwards, I'll give you that.
Yep, no problems there at all. Lemons 2020, yep, it's happening. I've just broken this brush. Those who missed it, yes, I did. Lemon, just yeet it out of the room. Lemons was sick, yes, Lemons was good.
We really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we did.
The videos did not do nearly as well as we hoped, which was a bit disappointing, but such is the way on YouTube. You really never know what's going to do well and what isn't, really.
What are you building, Matt? You're building some Adeptus Mechanicus stuff.
Sicarian Rustalkers is what I'm building.
Why are they called Rustalkers?
Because they stalk across the rust.
Oh.
And they stalk rust. I mean, I didn't really think I could find a more appropriate model to be building, to be brutally honest.
Sounds just like us.
We're not giving up on road trips purely because we enjoy them so much. And at the end of the day, if we're not enjoying what we're doing here, then
It's pointless.
it's pointless doing it. So yeah, so no, we are definitely doing
There
road
are
trips.
many more road trips planned. There's many more road trips coming on the channel, but you may or may not have been aware that over the last year, it's been quite difficult to do these kind of things because
Travelling for some reason got really tricky.
yeah, we don't really know why, but yeah, it all got quite hard.
Yeah.
Opinions on the new Supra?
I quite like it.
It's
I
a-
actually
it's
quite like it.
It's not a Supra. I don't think it's a bad car. I don't think it's a bad looking car. I don't think it should be the Supra.
I was of the same opinion, but then people started doing it in D1 GP, and then I was like, well, if the D1 pros are doing it, then now I like it because I'm an easily influenced sap, apparently.
It's not special enough. It looks like any other sports car out there.
How long before the MR2 is painted? It is.
Yes, that happened. It went off. It went off for painting last time.
How's Trev's exhaust deleted Kia Pride going? Not good. Unfortunately, there was some holes, and not just in the exhaust.
We'll find out in the next what's broken now, but it's it's not going well.
Honda S2000 or old Supra, which is better?
Which old Supra?
Yeah, I was going to say, you do have to specify which Supra. I would say pretty much Supra in any regard, though.
Yeah, to be fair.
I love the S2K, but...
What actually was the 40th vehicle? You have to wait for the special.
Yep. It's
It's a car.
It's a car, yeah. It is a car. Dream cars, too many to list. Too many to list. I could sit here for an hour and go, I want that, and I want that. But
Yeah,
I won't go out and buy them all unlike some other people.
No, I mean, who would go and buy all the cars that they like?
Have you rolled the Suzuki over yet? When we get a couple of weekends in the shed, I will roll the Suzuki over. Not roll over in a ditch. I mean, actually, just take the body off and roll it off. This will be fun.
It is a BMW. The new Supra is just a BMW.
No, don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no, it's certainly not.
No hand in its design. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. No, it's nothing. It's the Supra with a Z in front. Supra. What? Do you not like the Supra either? No.
Has Trev's drag broken down yet? It will at this point be broken down.
Rip.
Yeah.
Rip Trev's Jag.
Yes, there'll be an update. There'll be an update on that in the not too distant future. But needless to say, it hasn't gone well for the Jag.
It showed its Ford credentials in its MOT.
Yes, it did. If you had the room, would you buy a traction engine? I don't know. This is a simple answer. Problem with the traction engine is they take up a remarkably large amount of time.
Shunt.
What have you done? You dropped it on.
No, I can see it. I can see it just there. I can't get it. Look at the dog.
That's it.
Yep, there it is. Thank you. Yes, we are building Warhammer, and in the tradition of building Warhammer, I'm throwing it all over the floor.
Oh yeah, but
That's what you do with tiny pieces of Warhammer.
George, a new Yaris.
Yes, I really want the GR4. I really want the GR4. I think they are fantastic cars. It's so good to see a car which is like an old school rally homologation special again. It's fantastic. Fortunately, or I could go and get PCP or a car loan or something. I am not that silly. I don't want to be tied into a car like that, so and I can't afford to just buy one because money.
Yeah. Yes.
If you could, would you buy another locomotive? Yes, you would. I don't even need to let him answer that for you guys.
Of course I would. The opportunity ever comes up and I've got the money, I probably will.
As long as it works this time, it's not just like a rusted frames with like nothing above them. That's all I care about.
No,
as long as it's not just a complete wreck with like nothing there.
I'll make sure
like,
it's
like you look at it and it's like that has no hope. I don't even know if that ever existed before. Kind of.
Nah, I'll be fine. Whatever I buy, I'll buy a fully working locomotive.
Yes.
To be fair, Sir William came as a pretty much fully working thing, so I'd like to kind of go down that line again with something like that, with something that's kind of ready to go. I would love an Andrew. I would love a Barclay. Why do you not like the Duke? I don't like the styling, and I don't like SUVs. Basically. I think front end looks like whoever designed it was blind. And
that's putting it a polite way.
Oh, what should we do here? Big headlights here. What do they look a bit? No, big headlights. And what about that? More headlights above it. What? Like a 4x4 kind of style? Oh, no, let's make them back and make the side lights on the bonnet. Are you sure about that? Yeah.
Have we had enough? You don't want to sit with the glue. Oh, over the cable. You go now?
Go on. Off. Go on.
Had enough? Oh, don't snap it in.
Go on.
This is a difficult task, getting down. Up easy, down hard. I don't know, no, it's not going to work that way.
He's trying.
It's not going to work that way, mate. I'm sorry. There we go. The first way, yeah. That's it. Go on. There we go. Good boy.
Sorted. Sometimes they just need a little bit of encouragement.
It's just the, oh, balls. Oh, I didn't lose that part again.
I was going to say. It's just, yeah, it's just not a car for me. Did you try the Aston Chapman reverse? I did, yes. Yes, I did. It's quite interesting. Having all the gears in reverse is brilliant. What do you want to do? Go reverse, fast. Okay. That we can do.
Where does that go? Yeah. Oh,
Right, run it right into knackered. Paint is dry.
it is an X paint.
40th car you're buying. The 40th car has been bought.
Yeah.
It's already happened. What do you think of pickup trucks? Would you get one? We quite like pickups.
I really like pickups. I like small pickups though. Trev has long spoken as well about importing a Toyota Publica pickup, which I think would be a really cool idea because they are very unique and you don't see them much over there.
Yeah. No, pickups. The layout I started at Christmas is still unfinished. It will probably be finished over winter and probably appear on some videos.
Did you say finished?
It's almost done. I've got the.
I thought you were allergic to that word.
Not even going to dignify the response.
Oh, brats are very cool. I would like a Subaru brat.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is, like, they're either in absolutely awful condition or far too much money.
It's the truth for a lot of things, though, these days, isn't it?
More so for brats. Like, brats, like, will come from a farmyard just, like, completely rotted out as a hulk for, like, 500 quid. Or a fully restored one is, like, 9 grand. And it's like, why is there nothing in between these two figures?
They don't exist.
Yeah.
There is such thing as finished. That little layout will be finished.
Yeah. Of course. Of course it will, Lawrie.
Thank you for your support, though, mate.
It's not going to be finished, and I'll tell you why it's not going to be finished. Because I'm not involved in the process with it, so it will not get done. There.
You will. Get done.
Should the next car be an LN106 Hilux? Yes, yes it should. In actual fact, that might be what you're taking to Road Rail and Air at this rate.
Yeah, it might be. Waiting on a phone call to get back. I was meant to be up in the works.
Thank you for the congratulations on 40k. It's been a long road,
Yes,
but
thank
I'm
you.
glad we got here.
Yeah, it has been a very long. We are very, very happy. We just want to be at 50k now.
I hear YouTube start paying you when you get to that kind of number.
Yeah, that's when it starts becoming real.
Does that mean you can afford to feed me again?
You've had pizza tonight.
Still in a month.
I mean, I didn't acquire the pizza, but that's beside the point. If you like 5-inch cake like black 5. Oh, if you like over 5-inch cake black 5, you can do 5-inch cake black 5 would be kind of cool. Congrats on 40k, thank you very much. What mod you got there? I've got a very early Space Marine who is slowly coming together, and Matt's got
Some Sicarian rust stalkers, which are the most appropriate actual thing for this channel. Rust stalkers.
I haven't fed the moderators.
They don't deserve it.
No. when they start doing their job.
They have a job.
Hilux is a good truck. I would quite like a Hilux.
It wouldn't be my first choice of
No?
pickup vehicle, but
What would you go for?
probably a Mazda B2000. Do like the B2000 or the REPU, which would be very cool. But I don't have the obscene amount of money and obscene amount of rarity.
How much are
20-30 grand.
they? Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
But it's a rotary pickup truck.
I know, that's where you want. I have seen one. I saw one when I was in the States. Very cool.
Honestly, guys, your channel is the best content on YouTube. Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hope the algorithm is kind.
Yes, so do we.
Yeah. I think that's the eternal thing with being on YouTube. It's just this: is this going to please the algorithm? Will this please the algorithm?
So yeah, remember, guys, like and share everything. It does. It makes a big difference with the algorithm and the YouTube gods.
Susan Wojcicki likes it when we do that.
Yes.
Is it Wojcicki?
Right.
Wojcicki Dicky Dicky? I don't know.
I have no idea what you're on about.
The YouTube CEO.
No.
I think it is. I don't remember.
But yeah. But yes, guys.
Oh, Suzuki Mighty Boy. Yes.
The more you guys can do and share the videos and like them and share them in random places all over the internet, the more likes we get, the more views we get, and the more the algorithm likes us. So, keep doing that. It helps massively. It will help the little channel become not such a tiny little insignificant channel. Actually, 40k is quite decent. It's not really insignificant anymore, is it?
No.
Which also, to all of you, thank you, because it's a bit mental. We can't really believe it's a thing.
And sorry if we're not looking up at the camera much as well. It's just one of those awful things where, like, you're doing 40k, you have to sit hunched up like this and then pretend you're speaking to the camera.
We are trying to actually achieve something this evening. To be fair, me and Matt have talked about 40k since we met, and this has been a long overdue plan to one day get together and just do some Warhammer.
And I'm already regretting it. Huh.
Right. Fine. That's fine.
You act like you don't know what happens when I'm around.
I was lulled into a false sense of security, it appears.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm going to do to save this one? I'm just going to coat him in...
More paint.
Well, no, I was going to say ink.
Wow.
And wash afterwards and be like...
You got ourselves a golden demon win in here, people. That's what I was going to say.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad you approve of my things and weren't being sarcastic at all.
It was so hard to say that the words wouldn't even come out of my mouth. Not to mention the fact it's very late at night right now.
It is, yes. Speaking of, we're probably going to do this for about 15 more minutes, guys, and then... Oh.
I want to finish this model. But I don't want to rush this model.
I'm not touching the lamp. It's fine. Yeah, I can break most things. Oh god, yeah, if all 40,000 people signed up as Patreons, we would be laughing.
Yes, if everyone was doing £1 a month,
we would be able to. Yeah.
We don't need to do the maths on that one, guys. I mean, Patreon will probably take 98% of that, as they seem to want to do these days. But yes, that kind of would get the channel going.
Oh god, can you imagine? So imagine we got 40k in. What would you 20k each? What would you spend the first 20k?
Not imagine. I dread having that much money.
What would you spend it on? Your first 20k?
It would go into my savings as an investment. So then I could continue to keep doing this if it didn't stay at that much money.
Okay, your next one. You're going to throw your.
I wouldn't splurge. I was thinking about this myself the other day. I would not splurge. Because I'd much rather do this and have the money to do it long term than get something shiny and then be all vapid YouTubery and I bought a Lamborghini, I bought a Ferrari, etc, etc, etc.
No comments at this time.
I would buy those things eventually, I suppose, but it would be a very long way down the road.
I don't think I would. Do you know what? I don't think I'd actually splurge. I'd probably buy something like
a locomotive, as you just said. Once I get the money to buy another locomotive, I'll buy another locomotive.
Yeah. But I would have to.
I won't spurge those chaps. We'll just get another locomotive. Yeah, it's fine.
Loco doesn't count as spurge. I wouldn't be spending 20 grand on a Loco though. Like 19 grand. Therefore, not spurging. Close up to the camera. Yeah, that's about as close up you're getting because I can't move any further from this. Well, I could move, but I don't want to show off the painting because it's awful.
Diabolical.
It's not a good bit of painting, guys.
Right, this is not a good bit of model building either, but I'm putting down exclusively to Games Workshop's horrible decision to make this cloak, which I'm going to have to green stuff when I get home.
There's a poor bit of...
It's an atrocious bit of design is what it is.
Evil Sun Scarlet, yes. What was my first car? My first car was a Peugeot 106.
And my first... Oh...
It's in the shed.
My first car is a really, really tricky one to sum up, because I had lots of first cars. I had my real first car, which I drove once on the road, which was a Ford Fiesta, to the MOT centre, where it was declared that's never going on the road again because it's rotten, and that was the end of that one. Then I had the Rover 618, which you had the pleasure of driving, Ronda.
Oh, Ronda.
Yeah. Then I had a Mazda 3, which I owned for a month, and then someone went into the back of it while I was at a zebra crossing, just waiting. And then I had my real first car, which was my MR2, because it was my first proper car I had for more than like a month on the road.
How long did you have Ronda for?
Quite a while.
Yeah.
I didn't drive it around that much though, so
Ronda was cool.
Ronda was cool. 618 Ti.
Yeah, the first car I had the mini Metro with a group of other guys. Three of us bought the Metro, so it wasn't my first thing that I owned myself. But I do love the mini Metro. That was rotten, but the mini Metro was never on the road. It's a car to drive around off the road to learn how cars worked.
Did you learn how cars work?
I passed my test.
It's very far away from learning how cars work, but okay.
Well, no, as in learn how cars drive.
Ah.
Yeah, how they kind of...
I thought you were going to say you learned all your mechanic knowledge on a rotten Metro, and then it would make so much more sense.
For 50k to 24 hours on the Ruston. No, and the railway would say no.
That would be dangerous to run
Does
that
the
much
MR2
time.
have fairly high insurance for a first car? Yes.
No, what didn't? I kid you not, it was probably about $1,000 for a year, and so was my Fiesta. I was genuinely blown away with how cheap it was to have an SW20 as a first car.
Hot rod the moggy. No.
But in fairness, I did have 4 years on the road before having my first car, because I rode motorbikes for 4 years beforehand, so...
I thought was steam engine lorry. What?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks pretty cool.
We almost have a slightly completed Rust Stalker. You can actually see him. He's missing some more arms, and then we'll have a Princeps to lead our merry band of Rust Stalkers hunting Morris miners throughout the Martian wasteland. I can only assume that's what they do.
I had Lemon Russ's back. Is Lemon Russ back?
I remember when you could get a rust-free one for £600. Yes, my MR2 SW20 was 650 quid, and it was 2 years on the road with no major issues. Yeah, very trouble-free motoring for 650 quid, and it was a Mark II MR2.
My first one actually was fine. It had a bit of rust on it, but it was nothing serious. And that gave me a year before I did.
And then the tree came for it.
Yeah. I didn't have a steam engine before I had a car. I wish I had a steam engine first. Oh, lovely. Ooh, purple. Don't need purple, but...
I can't determine. Core claw Francine blade.
Are you looking? Yeah, it was fine until the tree attacked it. Epoxy tree.
Oh, they come at you from
They
nowhere.
they jump
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Almost like someone planted it there just to catch you out.
I think it just got itself into position. Just it knew.
Yeah.
And it's just there to catch out unsuspecting, careful drivers who are doing nothing wrong at the time.
Still don't have a steam engine. No, they cost money, unfortunately.
And it costs a good,
You have small steam engines.
well, small steam engine, yeah. They cost a gratuitously large amount of money.
Son, yes, you did miss out on something, unfortunately. I think we all kind of did. Like, cars, even 4 years ago, were a pittance compared to what they are now.
God, so many cool cars were so cheap.
AW11s were 500 quid with an MOT.
Yeah. There's nothing really
Tragic.
of the current generation of the current really cheap. So we've been looking for cheap cars because Lemmings is coming up and 2 of the members are in dire need of a car.
Yeah.
And we've been looking...
3 of the members are in dire need of a car.
I was going to say, two and a
We've
half.
sorted one of them.
We sorted one, and yeah,
I'm talking about in the continuum.
yes. So, but yes, looking around for the cheap cars, there's just nothing exciting. There are plenty of cheap cars, there's just nothing that...
Nothing you actually want.
Yeah, basically.
Vauxhall are Gilas as far as the eye can see, but you know.
Actually, no, the Perodua.
Yeah, but we quite like Perodua.
No, I'm saying I quite like that.
Yeah. Where have all the protons gone? That's what I want to know.
That is a very good question.
If you could start your
Scrap
YouTube
yard.
channel again, what would you change? No more locomotives.
The name.
I think that would work well, wouldn't it? Yeah.
The name.
Yeah, we probably would change the name. It doesn't really.
LMM was a kind of something suggested by the JM's channel, where like these people was to select the new name, came up with names, and when I started off, Laurie's Mechanical Marvels seemed quite good. As it's really evolved into not really Laurie's Mechanical Marvels.
Well, Laurie's Mechanical Marvels. But...
Isn't it? It's more though, isn't it? I would have liked something else that kind of
yeah,
more
something like Laurie's Mechanical Mayhem or Laurie's Mechanical Mishaps or
mishaps would be good.
Mistakes. Mistakes. That's probably the best one. That's the word you're thinking of changing, right?
I was going to be really nice and be like, I want something a bit more inclusive to these idiots, but now you know what, sod it. I quite like LMM. I like LMM being like what we go by.
I still wish it was LMM2 because then you have Lawrie, Matt, Morgan, Trev.
Yes, which would be good for the people involved. We can just pretend it's silent T at the end.
Element.
Element.
There's a Volvo 242. Ooh. Do want a 240. I do desperately want a 240. 850 quid, still a reasonable price for them as well. Because it's not got MOT actually on Auto Trader. Because oh wait, what am I doing? I don't have £850. I just buy motorbikes instead of my money now.
We could do.
I literally don't have, well, I do have that money, but I also shouldn't use that money.
I don't.
I do like 240s though. I've always wanted to build a drift 240.
Yeah, you said that before.
Always wanted to drift Volvo 240. Because
They're cool cars.
well, the best thing about a 240 is that the way they designed the engine bay was so it was like really good in a crash, and so the engine goes down and underneath the passenger compartment and down the transmission tunnel.
Alright.
But the wonderful thing about when they did that is they left lots of free space for all that crash safety stuff. So you can put whatever engine you want in there basically, because there's just
Space.
yeah, there's loads of room. Laurie's afraid of doors apparently.
I wasn't expecting it to slam. I was quite happy away thinking of drifting Volvos, and the fans apparently so mighty the door slammed.
£900 Proton 1.5 SE. Oh, if that was £300, we'd be all over that.
Yeah, precisely. I was thinking
900's a bit steep for a Proton.
900 is steep for any Proton. Protons are cool though, but you don't see them anymore. They're one of those cars that disappeared off the face of the planet.
I wonder why.
Are there
I
any
don't think they
M2s
were
in
ever
the
meant to
USA?
last.
Yes, there's loads of R2s in the USA.
Yeah, they're all turbos in the USA. Oh no, they had the 5SFE ones as well. You didn't get the normal NA3 SGEs we had over here. You either had turbos or 5SFEs and nothing in between.
Really?
Yeah. Very strange.
So we got the boring ones.
Kind of. We got the spicier NA ones. They got the really bad ones and also the really good ones. And then we just got the mediocre ones.
Fair enough. Do a little bit of painting. The sky is going blue.
Golf GTI Mark 1, very
Oh,
cool
cool.
car. Very cool car. However,
Massively overpriced.
yes. Just get a 205 GTI. They're still overpriced, but it's all the same car with half of the price. Oh, we are ready to assemble a sword arm.
I'm not working on a top coat.
A top coat?
No, not really, but yeah.
I was going to say, I've never heard of a model having a top coat before. This glue is awful.
I did bring mine, which, you know, is better.
You keep saying that, and I keep thinking, yes, I should probably start using that now. But it says Revel on the side, and I don't trust them. Mr. Hobby, that's the only real glue for me. I just picked this up because it was on the side, and I couldn't see where the Mr. Hobby was.
I don't know Y1. What about the Y1? Do like it. I do like. I've already got a 106. I don't need another 106.
But you bought it.
Well, no, I was given the 106. I do love the 106, and if I didn't have one, I probably would buy one because they're great cars and they are cheap still.
I like how Alfie still hasn't left our side. He's just now sat down here.
Archie.
Archie, not Alfie. I was getting confused with that community for some
Yes,
reason.
no, I have done the same mistake myself. And then wonder why the dog doesn't come to you. I have not painted Ultra Smurfs for a long time, and it's making me happy.
But why?
Why Smurfs?
But why? Why Space Marines of all things?
I love the look. I always love the look of Space Marines.
I just find they're the most hideously overdone.
Well, they are.
There's too many. There's too much of the community is focused on such a small part, and it's not a particularly interesting part. There's so much more variety and so many other things in 40k, and I just feel that the limelight is caught on Space Marines. And
That's because they're coolest.
Yeah, you can keep reading that, Lawrie.
It's because they're the flagship, isn't it? That's what the brand is.
It's not.
40k.
Yes, but
Whatever you think, 40k, the first thing you think of is Space Marines.
yes, but also Space Marines are the most generic thing in 40k, which is my big problem with them. Is that they are the most. They're the least interesting part of the setting.
Yes, they do try to make more interesting parts of it, and you have all the different ones, but yes, I tend to agree. Space Marines are the army that gets you into it, and then you go off and Space Marines for other guys.
There's less variety between any two Space Marine chapters than there is, say, for example, between like Death Corps of Krieg and Elysian Grand Prix. Like every other faction has more variety within it than I think Space Marines do. Like even for all the time, the extra codexes that they get and everything, all the different chapters. But I feel that there's less variety in there than there is in any other faction. It haunts me that they get so many codexes because of that. And then they miss out on all the cool codexes. Like you could do White Scars, and that's brilliant. But no, we don't get White Scars because everyone hates us. Sorry, I'm just going to rant about Space Marines for a bit.
Iron Hands had a codex.
What?
Iron Hands had a codex, didn't they?
Yes, a very long time ago. But then technically, so the Red Scorpions, only it was in Ford World. And nobody knows about the Red Scorpions, so...
I like playing Iron Hands. Iron Hands were great.
Fiat Maria 1.7 ELX, all yours for £495. Engine is too big for this Lemons, unfortunately. What is the oldest vehicle you own? You could say the date of the oldest vehicle you own, if you can remember it.
1933, I think.
Was it 33 or 36? Yeah, it's 33, wasn't it? Yeah, 'cause it's definitely interwar. Yes, 1933 is the oldest vehicle we own. Yes, that is rather old. No plastic crack is bad for you. Yes, I've been doing it since I was about this high. It is very bad for me. I think I started when I was 11.
Mm-hmm. I had recently got clean and kicked the habit, and now I'm back into it.
What was the last model you bought? Because you still might have kicked the habit. I'm pretty sure you still have kicked the habit.
The last model I got, but I didn't buy it because I got Gilliman. My brother bought it for my birthday. The last thing I bought.
It's the last thing you bought because that's the true cocaine there.
Space Marine Codex.
Which was
Whatever came out with the Space Marine Codex on the 7th edition. I haven't bought anything for years. I was clean.
He has still kicked the crack. He hasn't bought anything for the best part of 4 or 5 years, so
Yeah, no,
he's doing okay. Me, on the other hand, I bought things literally last week, so I cannot say the same for myself. You're still marginally clean. You're at a danger of relapse, I'll give you that.
I'm not because I can't afford it.
Well, yes.
I'm no danger of relapse. I cannot afford this stuff.
Would you ever put a V8 in a small car if you've got funds? Yes,
Yes.
I would very much
Yes, you
like. Particularly the 1UZ. I wish the 1UZ swap
Everything.
lots of things, including a Volvo 240. I think 1UZ 240 would be hilariously good fun. Ooh. VW Golf 1.4. Oh no, he's driven one, hasn't he?
Is that $399?
Yeah, but that'd be pounds. But yeah, he's driven one, unfortunately. Or yes, we would go for a VW Golf.
Yeah, that would actually be quite good. Oh, but we could get it to him because he would.
No. His condition on buying a vehicle, the same way Morgan had his, is that it has to be something he hasn't driven before.
Was that his only condition?
That's his only condition. It has to be something he hasn't driven before. I think is a very, very sensible condition.
Yes, otherwise you would have a Golf.
No, wouldn't he'd have a micro.
No.
Yes, we've been put in charge of buying punishment vehicles for people on Lemons who haven't managed to get their cars working in time.
Guess who's really scared at the moment?
Do you know what my favourite thing is so far? Currently, I have bought one vehicle, and this is going on Lemons.
Yes.
You've bought 2 vehicles, and one might be going on Lemons.
Yes.
Trevor's bought 3 vehicles.
Which one might end up going on them?
Yeah. And Morgan will have bought 4 vehicles.
Yes.
So we have counted up successfully, and I'm the only one who's only bought a single working vehicle this Lemons.
Yep.
Oh.
We're very impressed with that fact as well.
Yeah.
What's worse is you're proxy dailying yours.
I know, and it hasn't broken. I'm terrified because it's going to break very shortly. Because that is Murphy's Law.
Almost without doubt, I would have thought.
1UZ the Jimny. It would probably fit. However, I don't think it's the right car for it.
You wouldn't be able to do anything with it, would you?
No, I think the Jimny, like one of the glorious things about it is it is only a 1.3. And it's so fantastic that it does everything which the big grumpy Land Rovers and everything do with a 1.3 4-banger, which I just think is fantastic.
Petrol as well.
Yeah, the sanctity of the tiny engine in the Jimny is, I think, very important to it.
Oh, my paints have dried up.
Wow.
That's how long ago it is since I did anything. All the epoxy paints don't do anything anymore.
They dry up fast anyway, Games Workshop
The
stuff.
new ones do. Well, the old ones were good for years, whereas the new stuff, I bought some the other day, a couple of years ago.
Because you have to really slam the pots to reseal it, is what it is. Oh.
I never really grew out of it. I've always kind of loved it and loved the hobby. I just loved the law. Just ran out of time and ran out of money. And I also realised, like, for the price of like a kit, you can be quite. For the price of an army, you could buy a car and actually go outside.
You don't need to buy another car, though, do you? Well, actually, I suppose you do need to buy another car, but most people don't need to buy another car. There we go. We have a Sicarian Rustalker. We have a Princeps done. I like the Twizzy. Yeah, the Twizzy's kind of fun. I actually prefer. Oh, what's it called? Daihatsu Midget. Look up Daihatsu Midget if you're interested. I kind of want to import one to the UK because they are hilarious. They are like a pickup Twizzy. It's fantastic.
Pickup Twizzy.
Favourite American car / truck that I want?
C4.
Viper.
C4.
Dodge Viper.
Definitely the C4. C4's awesome.
Or actually the new Corvette.
Yeah, I've got a great. It's kind of cool. It's not a Corvette.
Yeah, I know.
It's a cool car. It's a real cool car, and I like it. It's just not a Corvette.
When is the stream ending? Was supposed to be 10 minutes ago, but we're apparently enjoying ourselves. Yeah.
So soon, probably is the answer.
We have a Rustalker Princeps. Look at him. Oh. Yes, the Ford Street car is a very good punishment vehicle. I still think it is the ugliest car ever produced. I would drive multiplers to the moon and back before I sat in a street car.
Maybe that's what should get me.
I'm not that cruel.
I am.
I am that cruel. But I also occasionally need truck for things.
How Ford Lightning electric truck? No. That's what I say about that. Just no. It just doesn't make sense to me.
You don't like the electric trucks?
No. I do not.
This man is going to be a pain in the posterior to paint. That's what I've noticed.
Yes, he is.
He has lots of limbs and lots of spindly things.
Enjoy.
Good challenge. Don't know, I'm going to green stuff those gaps. So. Land Rover Series 1 or World War II Willis Jeep? Land Rover Series 1 for me, definitely. Why do Merlin engines sound so good? Because they just are.
Pretty much, yeah.
We actually know of someone very insane putting Meteor, the tank version of the Merlin, in a very old British, is it a Humber?
Yeah.
A Humber, like a 40s Humber with a Meteor engine in it. So that's going to be hilarious if we ever get to go in that.
I hope we get to go in that. I really want to go in that.
Yes. I want to go and help them with it, to be brutally honest, because it seems like the most insane thing. It's the kind of thing I've always wanted to do.
When I last spoke with them, it was inside the workshop.
We'll have a word with them again, because I want to go up and I want to help.
Oh, actually, I just speak to them. We're going up for a drink one night.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Very good. Yes, so hopefully we can bring you a crazy build log of a V12 going into a 40s car. Which
I really appreciate the fact they are doing it, but I have to look at it every time and be like,
I can't believe you're doing this.
What? What? Why?
Lawrie, I have a serious question for you. My best friend currently has a Fairbanks speeder and also got a barber caboose for a wedding gift. What is your thoughts?
Awesome.
Good.
I like speeders. Speeders are fun.
Meteor in an SD1, that would be very good. That would be very good.
Yes, it would. It'd make the SD1 actually move.
Yeah. The best thing about the Humber they're doing it as well, they're intending to make it a complete sleeper. Like from the outside, you will not be able to tell what's in this vehicle until it starts.
I don't know how well they're going to do it, considering the engine bay is this big and the engine is that big. But, you know.
Great car for Lemons would be a Seat Rosa, the poor version of the VW Lupo. No, you don't. And they're a lot cheaper than the VW Lupo as well, because the Lupo is abysmally expensive because it gets bought by the VW crowd. So it's
V-dubs.
Yeah.
V-dubs tax.
A lot of Lupos get ruined, which is really sad because I actually adore the Lupo as a car. I just think it's wonderfully cute. It's a Volkswagen Twingo. That's the way I look at it. V8 into a Twizy. People have put V8s into smart cars, so I wouldn't say a Twizy's completely out of the possibilities.
I love washes. They're just
Hide your sins.
It hides all my sins. It is the lazy man's way to paint.
Yeah.
And it just makes me so happy.
Do you even do highlights?
Not with this one.
Disgusting.
Not with this bloke.
You should be spending 5 hours on each separate model. Or you're not a true hobbyist.
Said I used to spend real time. Oh god, what arm should each be on?
I don't know. It's Space Marines, isn't it?
Yes. I can't remember if he's meant to have the shoulder on.
That's the entire sum of 2 hours work.
What, one bloke?
I feel very disheartened.
Yep.
Very disheartened.
Yep.
It's not even particularly well built as well. Anyway. Matt, if I give you £1,000 to buy a car, what would you buy?
Good question.
RX-8.
Oh, good choice, yeah.
I would buy an RX-8, and it would be one with a blown coolant seal, and I would buy one for about £500, and the rest of the money would go on all the seals required to replace it, and I would rebuild a motor. I think that's what I do with £1,000.
Yeah.
Would Matt or Lawrie buy Project Classic 4 Capri? No, because they're too much money.
And also, they are absolutely 100% ruined.
Yes. I love Capris. I think they look gorgeous, but
They are seriously cool.
get yourself a Reliant Scimitar or something. Honestly, just something of that vein. Like, they're just... A Capri is just too much money.
They're too much money. They're not worth it, and they are all. Project One will just need a complete rebuild.
Yeah, very sad. Honest thoughts on the Fit Multiplier. I really like them. I like multipliers. I think they're hilariously kooky. I think they're hideous, but they wear their hideousness in such a good way, and they're incredibly practical. They're really good cars. They just look awful, and they look so awful it's good again.
Bench seat in the front.
Yeah, my favourite, I don't know if you've ever seen on Car Throttle channel, but they actually reviewed a airbagged and lowered multiplier, and it was fantastic.
Really?
Awesome, yes.
I think it's coming to an end.
Coming to an end.
I'm just going to finish my.
Oh, Inva are fairly fun.
I'm desperate
yeah.
for a going one. We've got one offer to such to review. It's just a matter of working out and making it happen.
Chrysler Neon.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, the problem is with a lot of these really cheap and bad cars like Protons and Chryslers and all the other absolute shod is that it's too much money.
Like 300 quid. Yes, we're all on board.
I can go out and buy a 4KA, which is objectively ugly as sin, but is a good car for 300 quid. Why am I going to go and spend 700 quid on a piece of right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
What do I think of the MX-5? I think they're fantastic, and I actually owned one.
Yes. Good cars.
Mm. I wouldn't be surprised if, you've got the 25-year rule, so I don't think you'd be able to get a multiplier because I don't think they started until like kind of mid-ish 2000s or early 2000s, somewhere around that, I suppose. 307, 300 quid. If we are looking at Lemon's cars, we're looking at sub £400 and sub 1.3, sub 1.4 engines.
So 500 quid.
No, £400 for Trev.
Is that what he's put his budget?
Yeah, Trev's budget is £400 for us to buy him an absolute piece of shite. And his only credential is he can't have driven it before, so it has to be something new to him, which I think is actually very sensible. Oh, Mark II Clear, that's actually a very nice car. What is a quid? A quid is a pound,
which is the currency of these.
Great British Pound.
currency of these fine isle.
£1 sterling. I'm really tempted to eat the crisps next to the microphone just because it will make such a horrific noise. It's been teasing me this whole night.
Go for it.
I can't do it to our viewers. Why the engine size limit? The engine size limit is because on the previous Lemons we all wound up the cars with like vastly different power, and we tried to make it this time so we'd all be on fairly similar terms. It's not worked. It's not worked at all. But there was an attempt to make us similar league speed-wise.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Lawrie ruined it.
I ruined it, Peter.
Yeah.
Well, potentially I have. If everything works, I'll have ruined it.
Yeah. 1.4, 83 horsepower Rover City Rover.
Oh my god, yes. Link us.
Send us the link, son. As long as it has MOT till end of September, we will buy it. We will hands down buy it.
Right, send it right now.
Yep. Send me a link, and I will send whoever. Oh, where's my phone? Yeah. Okay. We will buy a City Rover live on stream before we go. Apparently.
That's fine. Hey, if anybody wants to donate towards the 41st vehicle for the 41st millennium,
here it comes. What have we got? Has it got an MOT? That's the crucial thing.
I imagine you cannot for 200 quid.
Oh god, it looks so awful. 39,000 miles. God,
I didn't know any of them got that far.
In-car entertainment, radio cassette.
The bad news: it has no OT and no rear wheels.
Offside front spring mounting broken, so trailer collection.
Oh.
Otherwise good mechanical. If it's got an MOT, we might be able to put a spring in it. I mean, let's.
Where is it? Where?
That's a good question. Umberley, 136 miles. It's a bit of a drive. Is this its MOT history? Got MOT till December.
It doesn't drive.
Yeah.
Which is not. If we had like a month, I'd be like, yes, we'll get it, we'll do it up. Because then we have 2 weeks to try and do it. I mean, I'm up for the challenge. I am up for the challenge.
It's the spring mounting that's broken.
Just weld it up.
Oh, I don't know.
Weld it up.
It is only 200 quid.
It is only 200 quid.
It is only 200 pounds.
Drop a message if they'll take 100 quid.
It's got an MOT. We just need it to have springs. I think they might. We could remove all of them, and then it will be balanced all around. That'd be properly slammed then.
My washer's taken off my Ultramarine logo.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Normally you wait for a layer of paint to dry before applying the next thing.
Yes. I hear that. I realise I may have made mistakes. I was just trying to finish him off.
I will actually send it to Trev and be like, it's broken, but would you accept this? Because we can work out what's wrong.
We can work out what's wrong. It has a part of the suspension missing.
Yeah.
Hey Trev, you're a really good friend to us. Allow us to buy you this car, which is a literal death trap.
It's not a death trap.
Is it?
Trev has now seen it, so that's on its way. 44-ton General Electric diesel centre cab for sale, and they're asking $30,000.
It's a bit too much money.
Yes.
So
$30,000 is a lot of £500 chip boxes, isn't it?
It is. It's also proper money because it's a proper loco. Oops. Yeah, that's a proper working. Can be used on a proper railway money. I reckon that's probably basically time to say goodnight. Because we've gone on a lot longer than we thought we were going to.
We might as well give it 5 minutes. We'll make it a half past then.
Okay, fair enough.
7 more minutes of our company.
7 more minutes of prime
Then I can
element.
go home and go to work in the morning. Oh, won't that be lovely? What are you going to do tomorrow, Lawrie? Nice lie-in, I suppose? Yeah. Back 2 o'clock in the afternoon, get up, yes, roll out of bed.
I don't.
Complain you've been busy all morning, of course. Oh, it's so tragic. Oh, it's just such hard work. Oh, no.
As much as I'd love to, and I really want to now just to spite you, I have a car to make work.
Oh, yes, you do actually, don't you? That'll be good fun. We've got a rain song coming in.
I've got a car to make work, and I've also got transport to try and arrange to get to Stepford.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, we should be at Stepford Barn on Saturday, or at least I should be.
You should be, yeah.
If I spend $50, my name gets sprayed on the side of the car. Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, fuck, yeah, we're good with that.
We'll give Trevor a discount.
I will be woken. I will be up before. I'll be woken up about 7.
Oh. I have to roll over in bed and go back to sleep again then. Oh.
I might do. I might well do now, just to spite you.
Good.
For no other reason.
You should enjoy your life in the lap of luxury.
Oh, yes, I should. Yes, I should, and I shall. Right.
Matt, you have to keep us updated on the road bike. We will do. It will feature on Lemons if we do get it. I've sent it to Trev because it will ultimately be him who has to make the call because it is broken currently and that does make things a little bit tricky.
I imagine he'll say no, just on the basis of broken.
Yeah. But he also does like the city bike.
Yeah, I mean,
and it is hilariously terrible.
It is perfect.
Hilariously terrible.
Freelander engine is too big to take part in the competition, the event.
Yes, it's just coming up to 11:30 here. And
And at 11:30, we shall say goodbye.
only half the string has been potato quality today, which is
Yeah, it's
probably an improvement.
That's just for the future. I know I need to put a fan
Onto the phone, yeah. Or just not have it charging at the same time, which is
Yeah,
probably what did it.
Quite possibly. I painted a space.
Going to make any live stream videos about trains anytime soon? Yes, we are. We are very much going to be doing that.
Yes, they'll mostly be live steam or trains. He painted a man. Look at him. He's a man.
Let's see.
Don't no. You may look at him from this distance. That's as
No,
That's fine. Yeah,
that's fine.
I'm happy with him from this distance. He's a fine little.
He will blend fine into a mob of similarly badly painted miniatures.
Yeah, it's a fine model for just be an army model. It's not a special model, but he's never going to be a special one because he's a box standard starter set Marine.
There's a zit on his face.
Isn't it? It's fine.
Trabants are unfortunately money.
I
Very,
love
very,
Travis.
very disappointing.
I love Travis.
Good night and have a cold beer. Thank you very much. I'm probably going to go home and have a rum. Have a rum and coke. Sleeping. And I'll go to bed.
Indian Mr. Trevor. I don't know what zero was, and when I looked up, the preview said the site was a rebadged Tata should be pulled off the road for safety reasons. That's exactly what I want to give it to Trev.
Yep.
Tabletop level painting most of my units. Yeah, he would be fine to be shot at in a game.
I'm very particular. Like, I think I have too much perfectionist to ever finish an army because I will spend too long on a single normal
The models
unit.
that I've actually painted and I've enjoyed painting, they are at least a day each, and I'm really happy with them. This guy is. That's fine. Problem is, it's an evening for a shoddy paint job.
Yeah, it's been an evening chatting though, hasn't
That's
it?
true.
And normally you'd batch paint as well, as you've done base coats
I never batch paint.
I don't, yeah.
I always do it individually. I do one guy, get the guy happy, then go to the next one.
Oh, can't do that. It takes far too long. That will be 5 hours a minute for me. That's awful.
Good hour work in the morning, need to pretend I want to be there. None of us want to be there, but we all admit that.
Could be work. Could be in the office.
That's true.
Some Mark II Festa with Flintstones floors. I used to have a Mark II Festa which had Flintstones in everything. No, it wasn't a Mark II, it was a Mark III. My bad.
Anyway, so
consider splitting the channel and having one dedicated to trains. We don't know.
We have thought about it. At the moment, it's not something we want to do.
Yes, we don't have a big enough audience to think about splitting them right now. If we were on like 1 million subs and half of the people on every were like, we hate the trains, the other half of the people were, we hate the cars on every video, then yes, we'd look at it at that point. But at the minute, 220k channels gets a lot less interest than 140k channel.
Biggest monetary loss for this. It'll probably be the Mocky.
No one. Jupiter. Monetary loss.
Yeah, but Duke's works. So I don't know. It depends what you count as monetary loss. What you put the most money into? Because I wouldn't.
Your first Lemons car. That's probably the biggest monetary loss.
Yeah, or the Supra's probably going to be quite a big one.
No, not lost yet. I think that was what's
yes,
biggest monetary loss at the moment. I think it'd be
the first Lemons.
First Lemons car.
That's a lot of money sunk into it. Nothing happens at the moment. Jupiter's had a lot sunk into it, but
it works. Yeah. Please don't split. I love the mix. Yes. No, that's kind of why we like it as well.
We like being just a general vehicle channel.
Yeah. And weird vehicles you don't see elsewhere as well. Like we want to cover armour and things like that in the future as well. So it's one of those things of just like there's very few channels catering to like the spattering of just things which we tend to enjoy. Yeah.
It's basically a channel to mostly mine, but our tastes of stuff.
Yeah. Separate MR2 channel.
No.
Yeah. A separate JDM channel maybe, because then me and Trev can just abandon you and you can just have Morgan and just. We love you, Morgan.
Morgan.
But I don't think you would enjoy just following Lawrie around with locos all day. So.
The Ruston will be the biggest loss. No, because the Ruston hasn't had that much spare.
The largest, it will be after.
It will be, but then it will work.
Yeah.
And then
it's not a loss then at that point.
No, so I don't think the Ruston is.
It's a poor decision, but it's not a loss.
No. Did you hear the big boys back? Yeah, I know big boys running again. Right, that's 1:30. That brings us to the end of the stream. Guys, thank you all for your support. Thanks for joining us for this live stream. There will be more live streams coming on in the future. It'll probably be. I haven't got a date in mind, but it will probably be a reoccurring last.
Pontiac Aztec.
Yes.
But yes, thank you for coming around, guys, and thank you for sticking with us all the way to 40k.
Yeah.
It means an awful lot to us.
It's mad. It's absolutely mad. So thank you very much.
James Hogg is a man with ideas. Ideas I like, and I've suggested to you several times, which we should be doing.
No.
Why not? Why not V8 locomotives?
It hasn't got enough torque.
Well, we'll put an LS in it then. That'll have plenty of torque.
Nope.
It'd be far better. You get much better top speeds out of it.
Chug. It's a lovely chuggy
You can
noise.
do the quarter mile.
Chuggy noises.
No.
Chuggy